And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, guys, and welcome to today's Let's Chat Live. Day number 6 of my 30-day Go Live series for January. And yeah, it's been another cold day, but the snow is actually getting washed away at the moment. Apparently there's going to be rain all night. It's gone to that slushy stage. Yeah, so it's just sad when I see it all go. It's only been here 2 days and it's going already. But let me know where you're coming from. I am streaming live on my business page, on my personal page, on LinkedIn. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tina Willis. I'm a digital business coach and mentor, and I have been in the online space now for the past 6 years, building a successful business, a successful legitimate business in social media marketing, and helping others globally to do exactly the same. So I come on every day for January because it is a new year, it is a new you, and I can see that there's some people watching. So if you let me know where you're watching from, guys, if you let me know what you've been up to, it's Tuesday. It's 5:30 here in the UK. And yeah, I am so excited to talk to you now. But as I say, let me know where you're coming from. And I wanted to talk to you today about something that I was thinking about it all day, actually. And have you ever had somebody say to you, how are you feeling? And your response is, oh, I'm fine. Just put that in the chat when you watch this or watch the replay. And as I say, let me know where you're coming from. But have you ever had that? Somebody asks you a question, say, how are you feeling? And you just say, oh, I'm fine. You don't say, I'm great. You don't say, oh, I'm doing fabulous. You just say, I'm fine. And on the surface, it sounds okay, doesn't it? You know, it sounds, yeah, I'm fine. That's basically it. But when you say that, because I've done it myself, you know, it's like an automatic response. It doesn't mean that you're great. Let me just turn that beeper off because that is so going to annoy me. Hold on a sec. Let me just turn that off. I always do this. I always forget to switch it off. Just bear with me a sec, guys. Let's see if it comes on. No, it's not going to come on. Let me just... I'll try and ignore it. Yeah, but it does annoy me when people say that. Only because how are you meant to respond to it? You know, and I'm not annoyed with the person who's asking, I'm annoyed with myself, because if I was truthful to myself in the past, when somebody asked me if I'm okay, and I've said, yeah, fine, I haven't been fine, you know, and it does sound okay on the surface. Who agrees with that? But I really wanted to talk about it today because the reality is, I wanted to show you how it can be one of the most dangerous places to live, being just fine. Okay. Because what it usually means is that you're just coping with things, you're just managing things, you know, you're surviving, you're not thriving, and you're just getting through the day. You're not excited about anything, you're not stretching yourself, you're not growing yourself, you're just fine. All right. And fine is a word that just keeps you functioning, doesn't it? You know, it's there's no urgency in it. You know, there's no reason to change because you're fine. You know, there's no reason to choose anything differently. And all the years and all that time can pass because you accept that you're fine. Do you see where I'm coming from here? Because really, guys, we should be saying, yeah, I'm great. Cheers. I say that now. I'm fabulous. I'm great. I'm doing amazing because I am, you know. But in the past, I've done what many of you do and said, yeah, I'm fine. And there's no emotion there, is there? There's no thoughts. And people just say, oh, okay, and move on. And it's a crazy, crazy word to use, you know. Hi, Abina. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for watching as well. I think the word fine makes you feel safe, doesn't it? You know, because nothing's wrong enough to force you to change, or so you think. You know, you're not miserable. Hi, Amida. You're not miserable, or are you? All right. But you're not inspired either. You're not great. You're not fantastic. You're not fabulous. You know, you're not feeling amazing, you know, and that's the trap. It's a big trap to be in because Comfort doesn't shout, you know. Comfort whispers to you, stay here, because that's where you belong. It's easier. Who agrees with that? Have you ever felt that in the past? No, stay where I am because it's too challenging to go outside my comfort zone. I'm comfortable where I am. Hi, Olamila, how you doing? Hi, Leica. But it is, isn't it? It's easier to stay where you are, being just fine, you know. But ease and being easy and being comfortable, it comes without fulfillment. Okay. And eventually that fine becomes frustration and sadness and depression and wanting so much more. And it's not okay to just be fine. Okay. You know, there was a time in my life, guys, where everything looked fine on paper. I was doing well in my career. I'm just trying to turn this notification. Here we go. I was doing well in my career. I was building that corporate ladder. Everything was just fine, you know. But inside, I was disconnected from everything. I was disconnected from my family. I was disconnected from me. I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't happy. I was just fine. I was plodding through the day in my comfort zone, in a career that was burning me out slowly and I didn't see it. I just was having a fine day every day, you know, and choosing an online business, choosing to change my life. It wasn't because I was desperate, although I really wanted to get out of corporate life. Hi, Rai. It wasn't that I was desperate. It was because I was deciding that I was refusing to settle for fine as my future. I mean, again, put it in the chat, guys. Who wants to settle for just being fine? Hi, Maristelle. Hi, Mary. Who wants to do that? Do you want to go through life being fine? Or do you want to go through life feeling a great and amazing and fabulous, you know? And I know there's going to be some days where emotions hit you for various reasons. I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about you personally. Hi, Rueda. I'm talking about you personally. Do you want to feel just fine every day? Or do you want to feel that you're growing inside and smiling more and having a purpose and a passion in life, you know, and a life that makes you feel aligned with what you want to do? Because the moment I decided that for me, I just decided yes to me, you know, everything started to change. And it is the law of attraction, because once you say yes to yourself and decide that you were sick and tired and done with being fine, that you wanted so much more in your life, that's where the law of attraction comes in. And it's not that you go through life moaning, you know, I don't want this situation and I don't want that situation, because if you do that, you're just going to get more of the same. It's about you saying, yes, I want this for me. Yes, I want change in my life. Yes, I want financial freedom in my life. Yes, I want to be with my loved ones more. Yes, I want to travel more. When you decide yes to something, everything changes, guys, you know? And I want you to really ask yourself, are you just functioning fine? Or are you functioning really well? Great, fabulous. Because you don't need to be unhappy to want something better. You just need to be honest with yourself and say, yes, I want this. I want change. And I'm here to share an opportunity that can give you that. I'm here to share an opportunity with a legitimate online business that can give you all that. How do I know? I'm living proof. And so are many people who are watching now. But it's not just about that. It's about whatever you want to do in your life, you know? And if you've been telling yourself that you're fine, but something inside you wants more, and you're honest with yourself and you sit there in a room and say, okay, am I fine? Or do I want more? It'll give you, the world will give you an answer, you know, because that's why I share what I do. Because I'm in an amazing community, an amazing life that stretches me, that supports me, that gives me room to grow, not just financially, but personally too. And isn't that what it's about? Happiness, joy, and peace and abundance, you know? So if you're that person who's going to be watching this or going to be watching the replay, then message 2026 in the chat, guys, or send me a direct message, because let's talk about whether this opportunity could be the catalyst you're looking for. Because being fine isn't failing, but being fine isn't reaching your full potential. And we all have so much more inside of us that we have to give. And it depends whether you want to give that or not, and you want to make yourself a better person and yourself grow and be that person who answers to somebody who asks them how they are. I'm great. Thanks very much for asking. Thank you, Lek. Message me. I shall talk to you now. But that's what the truth. You don't need permission to want more in this world, guys. And you don't need a crisis to choose better. You just need to say yes to yourself. And you just need to stop being fine. So I hope that resonated with you. I hope that maybe you saw something of you in that conversation. And as I say, anybody who's going to be watching the replay or watching this live now, then message me, direct message, or as I say, I'll reach out to you in the chat. But I will be back tomorrow for day 7th of January, for another topic. But keep shining, guys. And remember, we were put on this earth to do so much more. And I can honestly say that I will be ever grateful to this business for changing my life and for helping me not just to survive, but to thrive, because we're only on this earth once. So take care. Thank you so, so much for watching. And I shall see you tomorrow for day 7. Bye for now.